morning students. In this video we will continue with chapter 7 triangles. Hope all of you must have completed with exercise 7.1. In this video we will start off with exercise 7.2, but before that let us do some theorems. So write down this theorem in your register. Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. You must have studied this theorem in your junior classes, but now we will prove it. So this is triangle ABC. It is given to us that this is an isosceles triangle. So over here AB is equal to AC. So over here in given we write down AB is equal to AC. And we have to prove that angles opposite to these equal sides. So opposite to this side is angle B and angle opposite to side AB is angle C. So we have to prove that angle B is equal to angle C. This is what we have to prove. Now to prove this we do one construction. We draw the bisector of angle A. This is angle A. So we construct the bisector of angle A. Let this be AD. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So construction is we draw AD as the bisector of angle A. Bisector of angle A. So whenever any theorem comes for proof, remember you have to do it systematically. You have to write down given, to prove, figure should be complete, construction if there is a construction, and then the proof. Because according to CBSE marking scheme, marks are there for each of these: given, to prove, figure, construction and proof. So you will have to write down all the steps. Now let us prove it. If we take these two triangles, triangle BAD and triangle CAD, if we prove that these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT we can get that angle B is equal to angle C. So we take triangle BAD and we take triangle CAD. In both these triangles, AB is equal to AC. Why? Because it is given to us. This is given to us. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? Because this is the construction which we have drawn. We have drawn the bisector of angle A. So over here angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by the construction. And AD is equal to AD as it is the common side. So therefore we can say that triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD by SAS congruence rule. So by SAS congruent criteria, the two triangles are congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, then we know that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So angle B would be equal to angle C by CPCT. Now let us do the converse of the theorem. It states that the sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Now over here the angles are given to be equal. It is given to us that angle B is equal to angle C, and we have to prove that the sides which are opposite to these angles are equal. That is, we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. So let us write down given. Over here it is given to us that angle B is equal to angle C, and we have to prove that these sides are equal. So we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. Now the construction is the same over here. We construct the bisector of angle A. So over here we will draw AD as the bisector of angle A. That means that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So the construction is the same. Now we will prove these these two triangles, again we will take these triangles and prove it to be congruent, and by CPCT we will obtain that AB is equal to AC. So we take these two triangles. Over here, angle B is equal to angle C. This is given to us. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because this is the construction which we have done. So by construction, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 since AD is the bisector of angle A and AD is equal to AD. It is the common side. So therefore we will say that triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD by AAS criteria of congruence. So by AAS criteria of congruence, the two triangles are congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we can write down that AB is equal to AC by CPCT. Now based on these theorems, let us start off with exercise 7.2. We start off with the first question. Now in this question they are saying, in an isosceles triangle ABC with AB equal to AC, the bisectors of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. Join A to O. So over here, this is given to us that AB is equal to AC. This is angle B and this is angle C. We have to draw the bisectors of angle B and angle C. So over here we draw the bisector of angle B and we draw the bisector of angle C. Both these bisectors intersect at point O. This is given to us. Then they are saying join A to O. So we join A to O. So this is the figure that we obtain. Now we have to prove that OB is equal to OC and AO bisects angle A. So let us write down given over here. So it is given to us that AB is equal to AC. This is given to us. It is given that BO is the bisector of angle B and CO is the bisector of angle C, or we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. This is given to us. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now we prove it. We take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. This is given to us. So definitely angle B would be equal to angle C. And what is the reason? Since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So let us write down over here, since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now if angle B is equal to angle C, then definitely half of angle B would be equal to half of angle C. I have multiplied both sides by half. Now half of angle B we can write it as angle 2. So, and half of angle C we can write it as angle 4. So we obtain that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Why half of angle B we have written it as angle 2? Because OB is the bisector of angle B. That is why in place of half of angle B we have written angle 2. And why half of angle C we have written it as angle 4? Because OC is the bisector of angle C. Now we take this triangle. In triangle BOC, angle 2 is equal to angle 4 we have got over here. So if these angles are equal, so sides opposite to equal angles would be equal. So in triangle BOC, what is the side opposite to angle 2? It is OC. is equal to, what is the side opposite to angle 4? It is OB. So OC equal to OB or OB equal to OC, and we write down the reason. Since sides opposite to equal angles are equal. And this is what we had to prove in the first part. Now we have to prove the second part. AO bisects angle A. That is, this angle, angle 5, is equal to angle 6. This is what we have to prove. So we will take these two triangles, we will try to prove it to be congruent, and if these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT we will obtain that angle 5 is equal to angle 6. So we take triangle AOB and triangle AOC. In both these triangles we have AB is equal to AC as it is given to us. We have AO equal to AO. It is the common side. And we have OB is equal to OC. This is what we have already proved it. OB is equal to OC has been proved. So we can say that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle AOC by SSS criteria, SSS criteria of congruence. And if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we will obtain that angle 5 is equal to angle 6 by CPCT. That is, AO bisects angle A. This is what we prove. We can also prove that angle 5 is equal to angle 6 by another criteria of congruence, by SAS criteria of congruence also. We can prove that these two triangles are congruent. AB is equal to AC, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and OB is equal to OC. So by SAS criteria also the two triangles would be congruent. Hence angle 5 would be equal to angle 6. So in maths there is not only one method of doing it. You can do it by various methods. Now let us start off with the second question. It is a very simple question. Here it is given to us that in triangle ABC, AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. And we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. Now since AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC, it means that AD is perpendicular to it also and AD is bisecting BC also. So over here it is given to us that BD is equal to DC and angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which is of measure 90 degrees. And we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. So again what we will do, we will take these two triangles, we will prove it to be congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we will obtain that AB is equal to AC. So we take triangle BAD and triangle CAD. In these two triangles, BD is equal to CD because it is given to us. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which is of measure 90 degrees. This is also given to us since it is perpendicular to it. And AD is equal to AD. It is the common side. So the two triangles would be congruent. Triangle BAD would be congruent to triangle CAD by SAS criteria of congruence. And if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we obtain that AB is equal to AC. This is what we obtain by CPCT, that is triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now let us start off with the third question. Figure is given to us in the question. In this question it is said ABC is an isosceles triangle in which altitudes BE and CF are drawn to equal sides AC and AB respectively. Show that these altitudes are equal. So over here, since ABC is an isosceles triangle, it is also given to us that AB is equal to AC. Now BE and CF are the altitudes. Altitudes means they are perpendicular to these sides. Okay, so this angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is given to be of measure 90 degrees. Now we have to prove that BE is equal to CF. So for proving this, there are two methods. First, we'll prove it by the first method. We take triangle ABE. So this is triangle ABE, and we take triangle ACF. This is triangle ACF. These are the two triangles we take. Do you see any common angle in these two triangles? Yes, angle A you can see is the common angle in these two triangles. So we will prove this triangle and this triangle to be congruent, and if they are congruent, then by CPCT we will obtain that BE is equal to CF. So let us write down over here, in these two triangles AB is equal to AC. This is given to us. Angle A is equal to angle A. It is the common angle is given to us. Now if we look at triangle ABE, angle 1 is not inside this triangle. It is outside the triangle. So we will have to take the angle which is inside the triangle. So if angle 1 is 90 degrees, then definitely by linear pair, angle 3 will also be of measure 90 degrees. Similarly, in triangle ACF, angle 2 is outside the triangle, but angle 4 is inside the triangle. It will also be of measure 90 degrees by linear pair. So over here we have angle 3 is equal to angle 4, each of measure 90 degrees, and we write down the reason over here. Since angle 1 is equal to 90 degrees and angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees by linear pair. So that is why angle 3 is of measure 90 degrees. Similarly, the reason for angle 4 is equal to 90 degrees is angle 2 is 90 is given to us, and angle 2 plus angle 4 is 180 degrees because they form a linear pair. So that is why angle 4 will be of measure 90 degrees. Remember, when you are proving the two triangles to be congruent, you have to take the angle inside the triangle. If you write angle 1 is equal to angle 2, you will lose your marks. That would be wrong, because angle 1 is not inside triangle ABE and angle 2 is not inside triangle ACF. So you have to write down that angle 3 is equal to angle 4, each of measure 90 degrees, and this is the reason for it. So we can say that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF by which criteria? AAS criteria of congruence. So by AAS criteria of congruence, the two triangles are congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, then BE would be equal to CF by CPCT. Now let us do the same question by the second method. Over here we take triangle BEC, this triangle BEC, and we take triangle CFP, that is this triangle. And we will prove these two triangles to be congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, then also by CPCT we will obtain that BE is equal to CF. Let us see how. Now since AB is equal to AC, this is given to us in the question. So angle C is equal to angle B. And what is the reason for it? Since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So we write down the reason. So we obtain angle C is equal to angle B. That is, these two angles are equal. Now we take the two triangles. We take triangle BEC and triangle CFB. In both these triangles we have angle C is equal to angle B by, you can name this as equation 1. From equation 1 we obtain angle C is equal to angle B. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which is of measure 90 degrees. This is given to us in the question. These are the altitudes. So definitely these are perpendicular. And we have BC is equal to CB. This is the common side. So therefore we can say that triangle BEC is congruent to triangle CFB by AAS criteria of congruence. And if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we obtain BE is equal to CF. Now let us start off with the next question. Figure is given to us in this question. So draw the figure. In this question, it is said that ABC is a triangle in which the altitudes BE and CF, two sides AC and AB, are equal. Then we have to prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF and AB is equal to AC. Now this is just the converse of the previous question. In the previous question it was given to us that the triangle is isosceles and we had to prove that BE is equal to CF. Now over here it is just the converse. It is given to us that BE is equal to CF and we have to prove that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So let us write down given over here. It is given to us that BE is equal to CF. It is given to us that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is of measure 90 degrees because these are the altitudes and we know that altitudes are perpendicular. Now this is what we have to prove. Now in the first case we have to prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF. So this is triangle ABE and this is triangle ACF. We have to prove these two triangles to be congruent. Over here again you can see that angle A is the common angle. So we take these two triangles, triangle ABE and triangle ACF. Angle A is equal to angle A. It is the common angle over here. BE is equal to CF. This is given to us in the question. And in triangle ABE, this angle, we name it as angle 3, is equal to, in triangle ACF, this angle, which is angle 4. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4, each of measure 90 degrees, and we write down the reason over here. Since angle 1 plus angle 3 is 180 degrees, they form a linear pair, and angle 2 plus angle 4 is 180 degrees, they form a linear pair. And angle 1 is given to be 90 degrees, so definitely angle 3 will also be of measure 90 degrees, and angle 2 is given to be of measure 90 degrees, so angle 4 will also be of measure 90 degrees by linear pair. And as in the previous question, I have already told you why we are taking these angle 3 and angle 4, because angle 3 is the angle which is inside the triangle ABE, and we have to prove it congruent to triangle ACF, and angle 4 is the angle which is inside triangle ACF. So we can say that these two triangles ABE is congruent to triangle ACF by AAS criteria of congruence. And if the triangles are congruent, then definitely by CPCT we obtain AB is equal to AC, and this is what we had to prove. In the next question, it is given to us that ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. then we have to prove that angle ABD, that is this complete angle, is equal to angle ACD. So let us write down given over here. This is an isosceles triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So AC is equal to AB is given to us. DBC is an isosceles triangle. So DC is equal to DB is also given to us. Now we have to prove this. So first of all, we take triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, since AC is equal to AB, this is given to us. So this implies that angles opposite to equal sides will also be equal. So what is the angle opposite to AC? This angle. We name it as angle 1, and the angle opposite to AB is angle 2. So we obtain angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Let this be equation 1, and we write down the reason for it. Since angles opposite to equal sides are equal, and we name this as property A. So this is what we obtain in triangle ABC. Now we take triangle DBC. So in triangle DBC, we have DC is equal to DB. Why DC is equal to DB? It is given to us. So definitely the angle which is opposite to DC, that is this angle, we name it as angle 3, is equal to angle 4. We obtain angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and let this be equation 2. And what is the reason for it? Reason is the same. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So over here we write down by A. This is the property by which angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now what we do? We simply add the two equations. We add equation 1 and 2. So we obtain angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 4. Now look at the figure carefully. What is angle 1 plus angle 3? It is this complete angle, that is angle ABD is equal to angle 2 plus angle 4 is this complete angle, that is angle ACD. This is what we had to prove. Now we start with the next question, question number 6. This is an important question. In this question you can see that figure is given to us in the book, but maybe in exams for this question they do not give us the figure. So let us read the statements and let us draw the figure on our own. So over here it is said to us that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB equal to AC. So let us draw an isosceles triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC. After that they are saying side BA is produced to D such that AB is equal to AD. So over here this side BA is produced to a point D such that AB is equal to AD. And then they are saying we have to prove that angle BCD. So definitely for angle BCD we will join this. We have to prove that this angle is a right angle. Now let us write down what is given to us in this question. Over here it is given to us that AB is equal to AC. It is also given to us that AB is equal to AD. And we have to prove that angle BCD, that is this angle, is of measure 90 degrees. Now over here, since AB is equal to AC and AB is equal to AD, this is given to us. So from here this implies that AC is equal to AD. Now just look at the above two equations. In the above two equations, the left hand side is the same, AB and AB. So definitely the right hand sides will also be equal. So we obtain AC is equal to AD. Let this be equation number 1. Now in triangle ABC, AC is equal to AB. So definitely the angles opposite to equal sides will also be equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2 since angles opposite to equal sides are equal, and let this be property A. Now we take triangle ACD. In this triangle ACD, we have AD is equal to AC. Why AD equal to AC? From equation 1, AD is equal to AC. So definitely the angle opposite to AD is this angle. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle opposite to AC is angle 4. So we write down that angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and the reason is the same. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. This is from property A. Now let this be equation 2 and let this be equation 3. Now we take this complete triangle BCD. You can see that BCD is a triangle, and by angle sum property we know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So in triangle BCD we apply the angle sum property. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degrees by the angle sum property of the triangle. But from equation 2, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So in place of angle 1 we write down angle 2. So this becomes angle 2 plus angle 2. Now from equation 3, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So in place of angle 4 we write down angle 3. This is from equations 2 and 3. From equations 2 and 3 we obtain this. Now this gives us angle 2 plus angle 2 becomes twice of angle 2, and angle 3 plus angle 3 becomes twice of angle 3. So this is equal to 180 degrees. We can take out 2 common. So twice of angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees, or angle 2 plus angle 3 would be 180 divided by 2, that is 90 degrees. So angle 2 plus angle 3 is of measure 90 degrees. But from the figure, what is angle 2 plus angle 3? It is angle BCD is equal to 90 degrees. And this is what we had to prove. Now we start with the next question, question number 7. It is a very simple question. Over here it is given to us that ABC is a right angle triangle which is right angled at A, and AB is equal to AC. We have to find angle B and angle C. So let us write down given over here. It is given to us that angle A is equal to 90 degrees and AB is equal to AC. Now we don't have to prove anything, we have to find angle B and angle C. So we won't have the proof, we have the solution over here. So since AB is equal to AC, now what is the angle opposite to AB? It is this angle. Let this be angle 1 is equal to, what is the angle opposite to AC? It is this angle. Let this be angle 2. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and the reason we know, since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So we write down the reason, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So that is why angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Let this be equation 1. Now we apply angle sum property in triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, when we apply angle sum property, we obtain angle A plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees by angle sum property. But what is the measure of angle A given to us? It is given to us of measure 90 degrees plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. From here angle 1 plus angle 2 would be, we transpose 90 on right hand side. So it will become 180 minus 90, which comes out to be 90 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is of measure 90 degrees, but from equation 1, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So we obtain angle 1 plus angle 1 is equal to 90 degrees from equation 1. Since angle 1 is equal to angle 2, so in place of angle 2 we have written angle 1. Now angle 1 plus angle 1 becomes twice of angle 1 is of measure 90 degrees. So from here angle 1 comes out to be 90 divided by 2, which comes out to be 45 degrees. So angle 1 is equal to 45 degrees and angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So angle 2 is also of measure 45 degrees. So in the question we had to find angle B and angle C. So angle B is angle 2 and angle C is angle 1. So we can write down that angle B is equal to angle C is of measure 45 degrees. Now we start off with the last question of this exercise. This is a very simple question. Over here we have to prove that all the angles of an equilateral triangle are of measure 60 degrees. So if ABC is an equilateral triangle, we know that all the sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. So in given we write down AB equal to BC equal to AC. We have to prove that angle A is of measure 60 degrees, angle B and angle C, that is all the three angles are of measure 60 degrees. Now since AB is equal to AC, so what is the angle opposite to AB? It is angle C. And what is the angle opposite to AC? It is angle B. So we obtain angle C is equal to angle B, and the reason we know, since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So that is why angle C is equal to angle B. Let this be equation 1 and let this property be property A. Now over here all the three sides are equal, so we can also say that since AC is equal to BC. Now what is the angle opposite to AC? It is angle B. And what is the angle opposite to BC? It is angle A. So angle B is equal to angle A. Let this be equation 2, and the reason is the same from property A, that is that angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now from equations 1 and 2 we conclude that equation 1 says that angle C is equal to angle B, but here angle B is equal to angle A, so definitely angle C would be equal to angle A, or ultimately we can say that all the three angles are equal to one another. So angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. All the three angles are equal. Now we apply angle sum property in this triangle. So in triangle ABC, when we add all the three angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle C, it will come out to be of measure 180 degrees by the angle sum property. But angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. So in place of angle B, we can write down angle A. In place of angle C also we can write down angle A. So angle A plus angle A plus angle A is equal to 180 degrees. This gives us thrice of angle A is of measure 180 degrees. So angle A comes out to be 180 upon 3, that is 60 degrees. Angle A comes out to be of measure 60 degrees, but angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. So from here we obtain that angle A is 60 degrees, angle B is equal to angle C. All the three angles R of measure 60 degrees, and this is what we had to prove.